Hi, everybody. I hope you are well and taking good care of yourself today. This is Maria LaPuma, and this morning I want to offer you some tips and some tapping to help you if you are struggling with stress eating. I know that many of us are feeling unusually stressed out right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of changes and adjustments that we're needing to make, and it can be triggering on many levels. So I'm hoping that I can offer you some guidance and some support if you are finding yourself turning to food to sort of self-medicate the underlying fear and anxiety that might be coming up for you now. So first off, I want to offer you some tips. First tip is that this is not the time to be on any kind of restrictive dieting. Restrictive dieting will stress your system. It's not good for you on so many levels. And truthfully, that was the key for me to make peace with food, weight, and body image, is to stop the under eating and the restrictive dieting. So it's really important right now to eat plenty of healthy, nourishing foods regularly, which means to not skip meals and to particularly eat a nourishing breakfast, eating good sources of protein, healthy grains, healthy fats, and put a rhythm in with your food. The body really likes rhythm. As a matter of fact, when we don't have a rhythm, we're more apt to feel stressed. Just like our children are home maybe from school right now, we want to give them a rhythm. We feel much safer when we have rhythm and balance in our life. So putting in regular meals at regular times is an important part of creating a place of safety and comfort for your body. You want to create an environment where your body starts to feel safe, and the regularity of feeding it nourishing foods is an important component of this. So the first tip that I'm offering is, if you are feeling like you need to undereat, or you're dieting, or you're restricting yourself in some way, I'd love for you to relook at that and start to feed yourself with healthy, nourishing foods regularly throughout the day. That's going to not only create a more balance in your body and help your body to feel secure, it's also going to help your brain, because the body really needs, and the brain really do need, certain nutrients to feel safe and release anxieties and fears. We walk around not feeding ourselves, the body goes into a stress response because we're worried about, are we going to be getting enough food? So, and healthy fats, of course, are really important for your brain right now. So I really recommend that you make sure that you are eating nourishing foods, taking the time to eat, sitting down, allowing yourself to be present to the food, taking some deep breaths in before you're eating a meal, and really enjoying the food that you are eating. When we eat in an environment of stress, our body is not being nourished by the food that we're eating. A lot of it just gets washed out in our urine because the stress response is creating all kinds of chemicals in the body that does not allow us to get optimal nutrition from the foods that we are eating. So we walk around feeling full, but we're not nourished. So nourishing your physical body is an important part of taking good care of yourself. So that's the first step. No restrictive dieting, eating healthy, nourishing foods, and putting a rhythm into your day with regular meals. The other opportunity right now is to create a rhythm in other areas of your life. So stress is in our body, it's not in our head, And movement is really helpful to get the energy flowing in your body and release the stress in the body. So making it a point every day to start to move. If the weather is nice and you are in a place where you could do so, getting out in nature, but moving your body, maybe doing some yoga, some stretches, put some music on, dance around your living room. Getting the energy flowing, getting the energy moving is going to start to release the stress in your body, and it's going to enable you to feel less triggered. So the second tip that I'm offering here is move. Get some movement going. Get some energy flowing. Putting on some music, disconnecting from the media that's maybe triggering a fear and worry response, and get yourself and your energy body flowing. That's the second tip. So the third tip is to start to recognize your thoughts. Our thoughts really affect whether or not we're in a stress response. It really has less to do with the outer world and more to do with our inner world. If we are ruminating and consistently thinking about thoughts, fearful thoughts, frightening thoughts, projecting the worst, we're going to affect how we're feeling. And if our thoughts keep going into those things that are worst off, then we are going to be more worrisome, and that's going to trigger the stress response in the body. So the stress response in the body is an interesting thing, because when our thoughts get triggered and we're in a fear response, what happens is the part of the brain, the amygdala, goes into a fight, flight, and freeze response. And that starts to trigger all the chemicals to get your body to either run or to fight or to even shut down. So if we keep feeding ourselves with those fearful thoughts, it only consistently makes that stress response continue on and on. So you want to tune into your breath. Notice what thoughts you're thinking. Notice if you're watching too much media that's talking about the problem and what's going on, how that's affecting you and how that's affecting your energy body. You can't I'm not saying that you should put hide yourself away and not be aware of what's going on. There's certain things that we want to take precaution about, but you really need to tune into yourself and notice how much that is affecting you. If it's affecting you to the point where you are feeling anxious and worried and constantly ruminating about negative things that could possibly happen, that's not going to help you to stay grounded and centered right now in this time where your emotional and physical well-being is essential. So it's an opportunity right now to really tune in and to deepen into practices that are going to support you. And as you tune into those practices that support you, then you can, of course, support those people that are closest to you. If you have a family, if you have children, if you have friends, you can be more supportive of them once you are grounded in your own sense of well-being. So, disconnecting from the media when it's feeling like too much is essential right now, because you can't get stressed enough to help the problem. And that of course is what you're only responsible really for your own self and your own reactions. So that's the next tip that I'm offering, is to disconnect, to notice how you're feeling, notice the thoughts that you're thinking, and notice how when you watch something or you hear something, what that triggers in you. Yeah, so we have no restrictive dieting, getting some movement, disconnecting from media if it's triggering you. I'd like to also offer some tapping today, because Tapping, emotional freedom techniques, also known as meridian tapping, has been shown to be extremely effective in relaxing that part of the brain that wants to go into fight, flight, and freeze, the amygdala. And when you relax that part of the brain, it starts to release chemicals in your body that are self-healing rather than chemicals in the body that want you to sort of take flight to protect you from the fear. So meridian tapping is a wonderful way to release any blockages in the flow of energy. And as you release those blockages in the flow of energy, you start to feel less stressed. So first off, you want to feel the stress in your body. Notice where you're feeling it in your body. If you're not aware that you're feeling it in your body, you might just be feeling some tightness in your shoulders or some anxiety in your belly. But even if you're not aware of exactly where you're feeling it in your body, but you are aware that you're stressed, you're noticing that you're being very impulsive and maybe quick to jump at things and quick to anger and all of those things are really chatty in your head. When our brains are really chatty, it is a stress response. You can easily apply this simple tapping that will help you to calm down the brain, calm down the body. So let's begin with a very simple process of modern energy tapping. And what this is going to do is it's going to start to allow you to be less stressed and more aligned with the next best step for you to take, more aligned with creating more balance in your life. If you are in a safe and comfortable place, I'm going to encourage you to follow along with me. If you're not, you can certainly come back and play this video again at a time when you are able to do so. First off, we bring our hands to our heart. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And tuning into the body and just noticing how you're feeling in your body in this moment. And try to release any judgment, try to release any story, and just tune in to the body. Maybe you are feeling some anxiety or some tension. Try to bring some breath there. Try to approach your body and yourself with some compassion, with some self-acceptance, and just notice. There's parts of you that might be feeling frightened and scared right now. The first step is to bring some love and compassion and acceptance. We want to embrace wherever we're showing up and however we're showing up. Release the judgment and just allow and embrace. Take another deep breath in and send some love and compassion to your heart, acknowledging your heart, the energy center of the whole body, breathing in and letting go. And one more breath in, breathing in and letting go. You'll find that taking some deep breaths in will be wonderful in calming down the brain, calming down the body. And tap the top of the head and take a deep breath in and let it go. And I like to say, soften and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. Ease and flow, release and let go. So as you're gently stimulating these meridian points, you're releasing blockages in the flow of energy. And as you share those words, you're asking your body to just relax and let go. Ease and flow, release and let go. And then on the third eye, breathing in and letting go. Soften and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. On the eyebrow point, just where the hair of the eyebrow begins, you're just gently stimulating this point, Taking a breath in and letting go, and noticing how the sensation of your fingertips feel on your skin, tuning into the breath coming into your body. If thoughts arise, if your mind is chattering, just allow it. Don't fight it, just allow it to flow. Side of the eye. Take another deep breath in and let it go. Soften and flow. Release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. Ease and flow. Release and let go. Underneath the eye. Breathing in and letting go. Ease and flow. Release and let go. Top of the lip. Breathing in and letting go. Ease and flow. Release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. Crease of the chin. Take another breath in and let it go. Soften and flow. Release and let go. Good. On the collarbone. And you can move your head and your shoulders. The objective here is to get the energy flowing. Energy wants to flow. Our emotions are just feedback from our energy body. And when we're feeling fear and anxiety and worry, it's likely that our energy is not flowing. And so just simply getting the energy flowing will start to release some of those low vibration emotions like fear and worry. Ease and flow, release and let go. You can also tap right here. This is called the thymus thumb, and this is a great place to release fear and anxiety. So breathing in and letting go. Ease and flow, release and let go. If you're in a place where you can stand up, you can stand up and get the energy moving as you're tapping. Breathing in and letting go. Great. In modern energy tapping, we now tap on the finger points. So tapping on the thumb point with your dominant pointer. Ease and flow, release and let go. And once again, breathing in and letting go. And the pointer. Ease and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. And the middle finger. Ease and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. And the ring finger. Take another breath in and let it go. Ease and flow, release and let go. And the pinky. So we're tapping through the finger points, tuning into the breath, encouraging the body and the brain to release and let go, to relax. Last point is called the karate chop. It's the fleshy part of the hand between the pinky and the wrist, and you're gently stimulating this point. Soften and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. You can close your eyes and tune into something that reminds you of ease and flow. Maybe something in nature. Bring your awareness to something that evokes the feeling of ease and flow that will support this process. Then bring your hands to your heart. Take another breath in and let it go. Tune into your body and just notice if anything is different. You might be more aware of stress and anxiety in your body. This is not putting it there. Sometimes we have learned how to disassociate with how we're feeling in our body. So tapping helps us to come into our body more fully and notice how we're feeling. If you are still feeling anxious and feel the energy is stuck or creating more fear and worry, you can continue to do this tapping until you start to feel more at peace and more at ease. Again, I would recommend even standing up. You can tap down the whole side of your body. We have meridians throughout the whole body. So during my morning routine, I like to tap my whole body and get the energy flowing. You can go down your legs and just get the energy flowing and moving. You can release any stagnant energy and get it moving. This is an important part of helping you to get into flow. So going back to the first pointer that I suggested, the first tip that I suggested of having a regular rhythm with eating regular meals and nourishing your body physically, having a regular rhythm of de-stressing yourself is important. Not only, I believe it's important all the time because we can stay more centered and grounded in a world that has a lot going on. However, at this time, there's more intensity going on energetically. And so this is an important time to really get into a regular pattern and rhythm of self-care, so that as you take care of yourself, you have so much more to offer. You can bring your light, you can bring your healing, you can bring a higher perspective, a higher vibration to all of the low vibration stuff that's going on right now. So I recommend this to my clients all the time, to do that simple tapping sequence in the morning before you go to sleep at night. And then if you're feeling triggered, maybe you've watched something or heard something that's triggering a stress response, just taking some time to do the tapping. If you're not in a place where you can comfortably do that, just tapping here or here. And breathing is going to calm down the brain and calm down the body. So that it would be a wonderful thing for you to incorporate into your daily plan. I've had clients that just doing that, just eating regular meals and tapping a couple times a day has made all the difference in their life in so many ways. Because of course, when we're stressed, we're reactive. And when we're reactive, we're not really coming from our center. We're not acting with intention. We become reactive, we become impulsive. And turning to stress eating is sort of a way that our body is trying to come back into balance. Because if we're have all these stress hormones flowing through the body's always trying to create a sense of equilibrium and balance. So the core of eliminating stress eating is to start to address the underlying stress that's coming up. Now, if you have been engaging in stress eating, it's really important to forgive yourself and not beat yourself up. There's parts of you that are scared. There's parts of you that need to be reassured. And sometimes we get triggered, and those inner child parts of us are sort of coming up. So we default to an old behavior that might have helped us feel better at one time. And those of us that have struggled in our relationship with food and weight, we can often default to old behaviors that actually made us feel better in the moment. However, stress eating is not going to help us to move through whatever's coming up. It's going to suppress it for the moment. And then we not only have the problem with feeling disappointed and upset with ourselves, but we also have the underlying issue has not really ever been resolved. So again, creating a plan, a regular daily plan for you to be more grounded, more centered, and less stressed is essential now. And I really hope that you will take that advice and do it. I know it's been key for me in so many areas of my life. We could make this time, in so many ways our lives have been suspended. And we can come through this time with deeper insights into our own self, into our own beingness, into our own connection to the rest of the planet. But if we're in reactive mode, we're just going to be trying to survive all of this. So making a space and creating a plan so that you can start to find your center, tune into yourself, and embrace those parts of yourself that are feeling fearful and worrisome. And using some techniques that will help you to evolve your energy, evolve your emotions, is going to be very effective in allowing you to make peace with where you are and what's going on and how to move forward in your life. So I'm going to move through another tapping sequence with you, but at this point I just want to share with you that if you are struggling with emotional eating, I have a free ebook. It's an amazing ebook. It's 18 pages with links to videos where I guide you through various techniques to help you if you are feeling like this has been a pattern in your life. It's called 3 Essential Practices to Overcome Emotional Eating. And I will put the link to that underneath this video. I encourage you to get that, and that will help you and support you. The next thing is that if you find that this time together has been helpful for you, you can go ahead and like my page, and even you can turn on the bell and you'll be notified. I go live every Monday at 10 a.m. If you have friends or family members that you think would appreciate this content, please share that with them. And we can start to support each other in our quest to finding peace, happiness, and well-being individually and collectively. So again, if you're still with me, thank you so much. Let's once again do some tapping. Also, a wonderful thing with tapping is to have some water. Water is great for the body just in general, but between tapping rounds, it's great to drink water. That encourages the flow of energy and gets things flowing. Once again, bring your hands to your heart and take a deep breath in and let it go. And tuning into what it is that you are wanting right now. Maybe it's relief, maybe it's peace, maybe it's clarity. What is it that would be helpful for you today? We don't want to focus so much on the problem. We want to embrace where you're at, embrace the problem, if you're feeling anxious or worried or fearful. But what kind of energy would help you to feel more grounded and at peace? And we can actually do some positive tapping. So for instance, we might want to tap on peace, or we might want to tap on health and well-being, or ease and flow. I love ease and flow because it's just the energy of ease and flow is just so in alignment with the way energy really wants to go. Energy always wants to flow, and there's a flow to life, really. When we get stressed and caught up, we stop that flow. So I'm going to encourage you, if you've tapped with me before and you're familiar with positive tapping, you can choose a word that is feeling in alignment with what it is you are wanting and needing right now. If you are not familiar with that, you can just go ahead and tap with me with more ease and flow. Bring your hands to your heart. Take another deep breath in and let it go. Tuning into the heart center and sending some love and compassion to your heart, appreciating your heart. Breathing in and letting go. And once again, gently tapping the top of the head. Soften and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. And then on the third eye, ease and flow, release and let go. And if you close your eyes and tune into that feeling of ease and flow, what would that look like and feel like if you were embodying a sense of ease and flow? Some people see themselves dancing. I like to see a waterfall or a creek of water flowing. Breathing in and letting go. On the eyebrow, ease and flow. Release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. The side of the eye. Breathing in and letting go. Ease and flow. Release and let go. Underneath the eye. And you can gently stimulate these points also. Intention and attention. The body responds beautifully to what we're asking it to do. So you're just going to encourage the energy to start flowing. Top of the lip, soften and flow. Release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. The crease of the chin, ease and flow. Release and let go. The collarbone. Again, moving the head, moving the body, getting the energy flowing. Breathing in and letting go. The thymus thump. Some of these points you can just tap on when you're moving through your day, or if you're noticing some anxiety or fear bubbling up, just encouraging it to move through you with your breath. Stimulating these various points will get it flowing and moving. Ease and flow, release and let go. On the thumb point, breathing in and letting go. And the pointer. And as you're doing this, you're also supporting your immune system. Because as you probably know, stress definitely negatively affects our immune system. So the more you can de-stress your system, it'll not only help you in being in charge of the foods that you're eating and help you to release stress eating, but it will also enable you to support your immune system. And the ring finger, ease and flow. Release and let go. And the pinky, breathing in and letting go. The side of the hand, breath in and breath out. Ease and flow. Release and let go. Tuning into that image. What would it feel like to be embodying a sense of ease and flow? Bring the hands back to the heart. Another breath in and let it go. You can shake it out. You can release any energy. Stand up, wiggle your body, get the energy flowing. And I hope that this is helpful. I hope that you take yourself seriously enough to make this time where you can monitor and manage your stress so that you can not only survive this time, but maybe even thrive. Watch your thoughts. Watch what you are focused on. Our thoughts really do create our reality, and we can choose our thoughts. So choose thoughts that are helpful and supportive. And if you find yourself getting caught up in all the stuff that's going on in the media, just shut it off until you feel more centered and more able to support yourself and those closest to you. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you just came on, this will be up for the rerun. I wish you health and well-being, and look forward to next time. Much love. Take care now. Bye.